Hi there! I am so happy that you're here. I am Teresa, and I guide women in discovering what they're meant to do and empower them to find a fulfilling career. I'm tuning in here live from Hawaii. I'm originally from Germany, but I'm incredibly lucky to be calling Hawaii my home. And if you're here today joining me for this live, please say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Unless you say hi in the chat, I don't know that you're here. So I'd love to see that you're here and let me know where you live and where you're tuning in from. And I'm like so excited that you are here today because today we're going to be talking about the fast track to career satisfaction, how 5 days can change your work life. Because, right, we want to make, if you're not happy in your career, you want to make a change, and that shouldn't take forever. So, we're going to talk today about how we can fast track that. Hi, Julie. It's great to see you. Thank you for being here. Love it. Thank you. And the reasons why I chose this topic for my life today is that about a week ago, I conducted a survey asking people what the most frustrating aspect of their career was at the moment. And the responses I received were just so incredible. Oh, I love seeing everyone tuning in. Hi, Christina. Love that you're here from Nebraska. Hi there, Brianna from Czech Republic. How exciting is that? We're neighbors because I'm from Germany, right? And hi, Lauren from Michigan. Awesome. Love that you are all here. So when I sent out my survey and I got responses, there were so many responses, but a lot of the times the themes keep coming up. And hearing these responses, I can relate to it so much because a lot of it is what I went through in my last corporate career as a recruiter. But I'll read out some and let me know if you can relate to any of those. So I heard that the most frustrating aspect in their job is having to leave my 2-year-old son crying because he knows I'm getting ready to leave. Also, I'm just there to fill a spot. It's a very toxic and untrusting environment. Just the thought of that breaks my heart. Like, moms deserve to work from home so they can be closer to their kids and not having to leave them and not having to go to a toxic and untrusting environment. That is just, yeah, that's heartbreaking. Other frustrating aspects: burnout. More is added to my plate with no additional time given, lack of communication, no room and time for growth. That over time is going to make you really sick if you just keep getting more and more and more, and you don't feel like you have the tools and the time to handle that additional responsibilities. And again, feeling stuck and stagnant with no room for growth. That's also frustrating, right? Because we want to grow. We want to see a path forward. And if that's not, what are we really doing there? Terrible management and not enough training. Such a common one. Inability to make an impact. I have amazing ideas to implement, but I'm constantly met with a lack of response and support from leadership. How frustrating is that? Heavy workload, extremely stressful, keep getting more. Not only do I have an ounce of passion, not only do I not have an ounce of passion in my role, I'm so over capacity. I work on things that I feel are meaningless. I'm not fulfilled or passionate or invested in my work. And a big one, not being paid what I should be. If you can relate to any of those frustrations, please drop a yes in the chat and let me know that you can relate, because I most definitely can. That almost all of that is what I was feeling in my last corporate role. Hey, Andrew. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you here. If there's anything else that you find incredibly frustrating in your career or in a past job, it doesn't have to be the current one. Let me know in the chat so we can see what it is that's really, oh, yes, yep, I'm seeing a lot of yes dropping in here. Here's a yes, oh, yes, and there's another yes. So these are very common frustration. And sometimes, or at least when I was in my corporate recruiting role, I thought that's just what work is like. Like, that's just what you deal with. But what I want to tell you is that no, this is not what work should be like. You deserve so much more. And there are careers out there that will bring the joy and happiness that you so much deserve. And that's the thing I believe in the most, is that you can find a career that's better than that. You don't deserve to deal with all those frustrations. Because when I asked in my survey what it would be like if you found your dream career, this is what I heard. I would be happier and travel the world so much more. I would have more time to spend with my family and significant other. And I would have option to do the things I really want to do. If I found my ideal career, I'd be working with a team that's supportive, inclusive, respectful, high functioning, and everyone's voice is being heard. A great company culture all around. There would be opportunities to learn and grow and to advance in my career. A good work-life balance. Freedom, making my own schedule without fear of not making ends meet. Oh, I love that one. I would wake up happy to go to work and not get moody on Sunday, knowing Monday starts my dread 9 to 5 week. Freedom to have balance with my career and my personal life. I would not feel under the weight of constant stress of having to perform menial tasks, but would actively be contributing and using my skills and talents. I would feel engaged and I would generally be happier at work and at home. I would have unlimited PTO and a flexible schedule to be able to drop off or pick up my daughter from school without having to use my lunch break. I think my work-life balance would improve, as well as my mental health. And I'd be so energized to start each day. And I'd love to hear from you. What would your life be like if you would find your ideal career? What would change? And again, this is not a dream that we're talking about. This is possible. I have made the change from this dreadful career into finding almost everything on the stream list. And I see people making this change every day, and you can do that too. So it might sound impossible. It might sound like a big impossible dream, but this is exactly what you deserve. Because life is too short, right? We're spending 40 hours every day at work. It's way too much time to be this unhappy and miserable. We want to spend this time being energized and excited about what we do, because then we also can do our best work, and then all our pay increases because we get to do what we do best and we're good at it. We're successful. There's room for growth. And then when we're happy at work, we bring that happiness home with us. And it also makes our home life so much better. Like for me, it has been just a day and night from being really unhappy in my career to finding something that I love doing. So drop in the chat, how would your life be like if you found your ideal career? And to show you that this is really possible, I want to share a little bit of a story of one of my clients with you. She prefers not for me not to mention her name, so I'm just gonna call her Mia. That's not her real name, but I'm gonna tell her story, and we're gonna go with Mia. So my client Mia, she was in a really toxic workplace. It was a dead-end job. It was very unfulfilling, and it was toxic. There was nowhere for her to go. There was a lot of racism. She was so deflated. She was so close to a burnout and having a mental breakdown. She was really at her breaking point. She didn't see any way out of it. She thought that's what she did. That's what her current career, it was a creative position, and that's all she knew how to do, she said. And she thought it was too late to pursue her passion and make a change. She invested too much in her career. She couldn't I think I am back. So sorry for this. If you can see and hear me again, that would be amazing if you can drop that into the chat if you can see and hear me. It does say here that I'm live. Yes, I lost video and audio. I was suddenly gone. Okay, so why is my video not working here now? Okay, let's try this. Can you see and hear me again? Video is not back yet. Is it better now? Can you hear and see me again? This was literally the weirdest thing. My computer just turned off. Like, yeah, everything, and that has never happened before. All of my screens, I have 3 of them, just all of a sudden went pitch black, and everything was gone. So if you can hear and see me again, audio is back. Okay, great. Yes, thank you. Okay, thank you for hanging in there with me. I am glad that you are still here despite the technical difficulties. Thank you, Lauren. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you. Thank you. So I was telling Mia a story. So let's get back there. So Mia, she was in a creative position, thought this is the only thing she knows how to do. Like there's nothing else she can use her skills for, and it's just too late to pursue her passion. And that's when she came to me, and she was definitely at a very low point, like heavily close to, like very close to burnout and a mental breakdown, and feeling she can't go another day. And even at a point where where her therapist or her mental health professionals put her on a leave of absence because she wasn't able to go back to work. Yeah, like I'm a magician. I just disappeared, Andrew. This is a good way to put it. So at that, and so she was out on a leave of absence because her mental health didn't allow her to go back to work even just another day. And she felt she had no idea what she could do because she can't go back. Like this is destroying her. But she also didn't see any way out of it because she didn't think that her skills or her experience would translate to anything else. So when she came to me, we started with a really deep dive into her strengths and skills and values. In the beginning, she was questioning herself a lot, and she was very uncomfortable talking about herself, which is quite normal. Most of us are very uncomfortable talking about ourselves or bragging about ourselves. And every time I pointed out that her skills or strength, or asked her like how knowledgeable she is in an area, she's like, I mean, she was an amazing, successful professional in what she was doing at that point in her creative role. But she kept asking herself, like, well, there's always people who do that better than me. And how do I know what I know? And how can I call myself knowledgeable? And how do I really measure that I'm good at this? So the first step we had to go through is for her to learn to take ownership of her accomplishments and finding language to talk about it confidently. After that, we looked into, okay, what would her ideal position look like? And that's the moment where I saw her lighting up, and she was just like feeling so excited in the life again. And she felt confident that she could do it, which was a complete change. And the key here was writing her ideal job description. I talked about this in my live 2 weeks ago, how you can write your ideal job description. And we made this a super easy process because ChatGPT is a great tool that you can use to do that for yourself. If you missed it, just send me a DM and I'll send you the link to it. And she really came alive when she was starting to envision what an ideal career would look like for her. And then she sent me an email, and I love that email she sent. She said, I feel super confident that this is the right path for me because of our work and figuring out who I am in the workplace. Total game changer. And it wasn't long. It was about 3 weeks later that she landed a new position that was aligned so much more with what she wanted to do. And then she sent me a message saying, I could not have imagined this being my career had I not worked with you. Thank you so much. So that was an incredibly big success. But what I love most about her story is that it didn't end there. So 6 months later, so when I was working with her, we updated her resume, we made her a credible, good LinkedIn profile. And then 6 months later, I got an email from her because a recruiter landed on her LinkedIn profile and she got an invitation to apply from another company. And that wasn't just any company. That was her absolute dream employer, like dream employer where she didn't think that would ever be even a possibility for her, and her dream position. Something completely different. It was in a marketing role, even though she came from a creative field. This was a partnership, building relationships and partnerships at this role. And so she reached out to me and we talked. In the beginning, she was like, well, I'm not meeting 100% of the requirements. So, I mean, they reached out to me, but I'm not going to go and apply, I think. And she almost didn't apply. But I was like, no, Mia. Like, they reached out to you for a reason. Like, you're gonna better apply for this position. And I just absolutely loved what she asked me. She was like, wait, you want me to charge it? And I was like, what does she mean? You want me to charge it? It's like, oh, she's like, you want me to approach this as a man would? I was like, yes, that's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to confidently talk about your accomplishment like most men do out there. And we as women often struggle with that so much. I want you to go in there and charge it. If you love her way of approaching this, please drop a charge it in the comments. It's like one of my favorite phrases ever since then she said that to me. And when it was time for when it was time for her interview, she was like she felt like a really strong candidate. She wasn't just a strong candidate, but she felt it on the inside, which was 180-degree from how she felt in the beginning. She was confident, she crushed the interview, and to no surprise, she signed her offer letter. And now she works at her dream company that's so in alignment with her values, in a role that she couldn't be happier. And I'm so incredibly proud of her. And I want to share with you, I've shared this a while, just right after I got this message from her on LinkedIn, but I want to show you how amazing. Let me share my, choose what to share. LinkedIn. Yes, we want to share this one here. This is the message that I got from her. And isn't that just amazing, thinking about where she came from? I just signed my offer letter to work for, and I'm over the moon about it. Thank you so much for your help and encouragement through this process. Can you believe I almost didn't apply? Yes. A year ago, I was in a dead and unfulfilling role at a very toxic workplace. And now I'm happy to say I'll be working for a company that aligns with my values. Again, I must thank you because you helped me figure out what those values are and imagine my ideal work culture and environment. It really all starts with figuring out or knowing what it is that we want and desire. And then it becomes all of a sudden possible to reach it. My official start date is 6/22. Between now and then, I'll be relaxing, enjoying the outdoors, and practicing. Hello. I'm the new Senior Partnerships Manager in the Miro. A million thanks to you. So I wanted to share the story with you because this is what is possible. She was one that, if you would have seen her a year ago, there's no way she would have believed that this is possible for her. And then just by knowing what it is that she truly wants, and having the tools to find it, she made that change. So that is exactly what I want for you too. So no matter how stuck you feel, it is possible to make a change. And that's exactly why I'm going to be hosting my Career Clarity Challenge next week. I'm like so excited to talk about it because it's going to be such a game changer. And what you see Mia, this change for Mia, that can change for you as well. What are we going to do next week? Well, I'm going to be going live every day. This is not going to be a LinkedIn live or Facebook live. This is only going to be in my challengers community. So you have to be part of the challenge to see my daily life coaching. And of course, you needed to get the workbook and to get all the action steps and for everything. So we're going to have spending 5 days together. We're going to kick off on Monday. On Monday, we're going to start to discover your brilliance. So we're going to find first, what is the work that sparks you, that makes you come alive? And that's the foundation to finding a career that allows you to step into your full potential and that inspires you. Then on day 2, we need to back up that this is really your brilliance. So we're going to talk about past situations, past accomplishments. And even if you feel like you don't have any accomplishments, I promise you, I'm going to pull them out of you and we're going to turn them into great accomplishment stories that you can communicate that really showcase what you're capable of. Day 3 on Wednesday, we're going to define and discover your ideal career. So now that we looked in the past of what your brilliance is and how, when you've displayed that in the past, we're going to talk about the future and how you want to do what you do best in the future and what kind of work aligns with your brilliance. So by the end of day 3, you're going to have a clear understanding of what you truly, truly want in a career. Day 4, we're going to turn all of what we learned in the first 3 days into your personal brand stories. Because when you go there and go and apply for a position, it's about connecting the dots from your career story, right? All our careers often do like this. And we feel like it's really hard to communicate that to a future employer in a way that it makes sense to them and that it positions us as an ideal candidate. So that's what this day will be about. How do we connect what you've done in the past? And how does this relate and position you as an ideal candidate for what you truly, truly want to do? And then day 5, we're going to discover your career goals because we need to make this now concrete and doable. Because at the end of those 5 days, I want you to have a clear strategy and a clear plan of what you're going to do over the next 90 days, how you prioritize your time and energy, because I know we're all really short on time and we're busy, and I want this to be doable for you so you can achieve that without overloading yourself and so it can fit into your normal days. And it's going to be a super, super fun 5 weeks. Like I can't wait to start this off next Monday. You're going to see me for a live for 20 minutes every day. You're going to get a workbook that takes you through the action steps, step by step. We're going to have daily challenges, and every day I'm going to give some awesome prizes away, including even a one-on-one coaching session with me. So you definitely want to participate so you can win that coaching session. But we're going to have our challengers only community. So this is going to be an amazing supportive place with all the people who are in the same situation. They're not in the career that's meant for them. They're frustrated. They're unhappy. They're experiencing all of what we talked in the beginning and want to find a career that really is the right one for them. And we're going to do that together. And I'm going to be there to support you, to cheer you on, and to guide you step by step. It's only 20 minutes a day. So I know we're all busy, but 20 minutes a day for 5 days. And it will be a game changer for your career. I can promise you that. And you will have, just as Mia, as I was telling her story, you will suddenly have that clarity that you see what's possible for you and how you can achieve that. So you can find a job that really makes you happy and fulfilled. Because again, that's what you deserve. So if you are ready to join me, and I really, really hope that you are, go ahead and sign up for the Career Clarity Challenge. Let me share my screen right here again. There we go. And as a special bonus, just because you are joining me on this live today, I'm giving you a coupon discount code, and this is Career27. So with code Career27, you can get in for only $27. Only $27. This is really my gift to you because I so much want you to find work that is just makes you happy. I just want you to be happy. So please go ahead, head over. You can scan the QR code on the top left as well, or you can head over to bit.ly Career Clarity Challenge, and then you go to join now. You type in the discount code career27, and you are in for only $27. For those of you, I know that here's some people in the audience that yes, Andrew, you can still register. The registration is open till Sunday because we're starting Monday. So as long as you're getting in before Sunday, you can get in. But I highly recommend to do it now because as long as you do it today, you can use the discount code career27 and you won't miss out. And I know a couple of people who are tuning in here and I see them in the comments already signed up. So if any of you want to share with the others why you signed up, or that just letting them know that you are already in, I would love to see you encourage, just share with others that you're going to be joining and motivating others to come along. Or if there's someone in your life that you know they deserve a better career and they don't deserve to be treated the way they are at work right now, please share this information with them because I know I can help them find something that's so much better for them. The challenge itself is going to be next Monday. So this is only 5 days away. Yes. Yep. Credit card, super easy checkout process. You're going to be in seconds, Andrew. And every day at 5 p.m. Pacific time, that is 6 p.m. Mountain time, 7 p.m. Central time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be going live for 20 minutes. If you cannot make it live, no worries at all, because all sessions will be recorded and then you can view it after and still get the same value out of it. You're going to get the action steps for the day. You're going to get your workbook. And I promise you by Friday, you're going to feel so confident in knowing what you truly want to do with your career and how your skills transfer it so you can make a career change without having to start over or without taking a pay cut. Most of the time, there's a quite nice pay increase because that's what we all deserve. You deserve to get to do what you do best and get paid for it. So I really can't wait to see, hopefully, all of you there. And if you have any questions at all, now is the time to drop them into the chat. And then head over to Career Clarity Challenge and sign up so I can help you find what you truly meant to do next week. Absolutely can't wait to see you there. And I'm going to be going live again next week, same day, same time. And I haven't chosen a topic yet, but I'm probably going to give you a look into the Career Clarity Challenge, just a little bit behind the scenes, because then we're going to be in the middle of it so that you get to see a little bit of what's happening and why this is so amazing and why this is so fun. And yes, please DM me after. Yes, no problem at all. So if you have any questions at all, or you just want to talk to me one-on-one, or you're not quite sure if this is the right thing for you, just send me a DM. I am here. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm really here for you because I want you to be successful in your career and I want you to be happy. So thank you so much for joining my live. I'm excited to see you again next week, and have a wonderful Tuesday, everyone.